Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back with another kicking, you guessed it, graphic novel review. Today we are continuing our pre-Dark Knight's death metal readings with Flash Forward. Yeah, so this was kind of a Wally West story. I'm going to read you the back of the book real quick. The greatest race of all times. His name is Wally West, and he was the fastest man alive. Then he was nothing at all. When the multiverse was reordered, Wally and his family were left out, and no matter what he did, he could not put the world back to rights. Now, after the stunning events of Heroes in Crisis, Wally West is on a quest for redemption, and the path he must follow cuts right through multiple realities, across both the light and the dark multiverses. But even as he reunites with old friends and fights new foes, Wally is running on borrowed time. The two multiverses are tearing each other apart, unleashing terrifying dark energy that will consume everything in existence until the Flash can stop it. Can Wally thwart this cosmic catastrophe? Will he uncover the shocking truth behind the sinister world at the center of it all? And most important, can the fastest man alive become a family man once again? Find out in Flash Forward, an unmissable milestone in the saga of the Scarlet Speedster, and an forgettable new chapter in the history of DC Comics, from writer Scott Lobdell and artists Brett Booth and Norm Rapmond. Collect Flash Forward 1 through 6, as well as the tale's epic epilogue from Generation Zero, Gods Among Us. Pretty cool book, pretty cool art. I'm quite the Brett Booth fan. You can definitely tell it's, there's Brett Booth work in here. Well, we see Tempest Fuginaut again. Remember, we saw him in the Tales from the Dark Multiverse book that I believe we've already reviewed. Second one will hopefully be out soon. I think it comes out in June, maybe. But yeah, he's like, whoa, what's going on here? The dark multiverse is really starting to infect the light multiverse. Like, the dark energy is rising up and stuff. And lots of it seems to... that's kind of a spoiler. I'll just keep going. So, Wally West is in prison with a power dampener on, and every prisoner in there wants him dead. Because they know he was a Flash now. Since he's been arrested, his identity is revealed. We see kind of this Thanagarian try to sit on the Mobius chair and just get fried by it. Wally gets attacked in prison, but is then broken out by Tempest Fuginaut. He's kind of a like the Watcher from Marvel Comics. So he gives Wally this lightning rod and sends him to help universe. He goes to Earth 23 with like President Superman and stuff. And he saves their world from the infecting dark multiverse. He saves another world that's kind of Avengery, It's got the Retaliators. Saves the Retaliators world with the lightning rod. And then they reveal that there's this dark multiverse world that his kids have been living on. Then he goes to a world with the Justice League of Vampires, which is a comic that I would read the crap out of. Really awesome. Just really great. And he fights an evil Barry, and he meets a living Roy Harper, who, that's pretty cool, because Roy's dead, remember, because of Wally and his grief. They fight a vampire Batman. Apparently this world spawned, because remember that story where Batman becomes a vampire to fight Dracula? Yeah, he just never stopped being a vampire and turned evil and turned the Justice League, and they took over. He goes to a world with like amalgamations of DC heroes, like Starfire and Starro are the same, and Superman and Etrigan are the same. All kinds of crazy stuff going on, lots of fighting. Then there's a speedster called Lightspeed that he meets, which is kind of Godspeed's outfit on an alternate version of Linda, his wife, which is pretty cool. He finds his kids on this dark multiverse world, but he finds out, because remember, the worlds in the dark multiverse are made from the fears of people in the regular multiverse. you know. And Wally West's fear is, you know, his kids being alone and trapped and him never being able to find them. But he finds that planet with them on it, that dark multiverse planet, and it's one created from his fears. And it turns out he's responsible for this dark multiverse invasion. That is correct. Because the dark multiverse worlds, they usually rot away and die, but he kind of refuses, without even knowing it, refuses to let that world die because his fear is so great, and he refuses to let things go. So eventually, in order to save the multiverse, Wally has to take his place on the Mobius chair and destroy the world with his kids on it. But he agrees to do it only if Tempest Fusionaut saves his children, and he delivers the children to the main Earth. He kept his promise, and he delivered them to their mother. And since they were lightning rods, she revealed stuff. Like, it revealed her memories to her, and she remembered everything about Wally and the kids and stuff. But Wally has to go on the Mobius chair, you know, and kind of give that family up. As soon as they're all together again, he has to immediately give them up to sit on the Mobius chair to save the universe, which is quite a sacrifice. And he's unmoored, and he's like the most powerful speedster of all time. And not only does he get all the stuff from the Mobius chair, he also gets some of Dr. Manhattan's powers. So it's Wally West speedster Dr. Manhattan on the Mobius chair. Whoa! And then he tries to fix the multiverse, put everything back together, create a continuity that is ideal. But it doesn't work because the Batman Who Laughs and stuff interrupt the process, and then Dark Knight's death metal, which I haven't read, but it's coming. Oh Lord, it's coming. It's coming hard. It's coming fast. It's coming at you. It's coming in you. I'm sorry. Well, that is it for Flash Forward from DC Comics. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. This was a dope book, dope art, dope story. I love the twists, the reveals. We get more speedsters in the universe now, which is always welcome from me. Speedsters are like my favorite thing in DC right now. Even though they're also one of the most confusing things in DC right now. Gotta love speedsters. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time.